Okay, we're back. Hey everybody, how you doing? We are back for the final hour of today, Friday, the 5th of November, which means the final day of the week too. What is going to happen here? Options are expiring all over the place in the next 60 minutes, and we'll see if there's a
which
whole
means
lot of
final day of the week.
whole lot of activity going on here on that. We'll follow that closely. Some of the shares we're following and markets. First of all, the Dow is up 211 points. It had been up over 300 this morning, then took a bit of a dip. It reached a low here. Let me just double check this. The Dow right now is at 36,333. It got up to 36,484, about 150 points higher than where we are now. We're up 208 right now. We were down to as low as 36,190. So we were 140 points lower than where we are now at the low of the day. And that was around 130 to 145 range in that area. We kind of touched the low a couple of times. But now we're bouncing off of those lows and we're coming on again. Now, will we have a strong close to close out the week here? Possibly. We've had a good week. We've had a good run. I mean, this is the last month on the Dow Jones. Look at that chart. That is pretty darn good. A little wavy at the beginning there, but the last 3 weeks. And look at this 1 year chart on the Dow. Look at this. That's pretty darn good. From 30,200 all the way up here. Yeah, that's a pretty good chart. Anyway, today we're going to be. It looks like we're going to close higher, but we'll see just with what kind of momentum going into the final hour. S&P is up 16 points. NASDAQ is up 20. Both were higher than this earlier. They are underperforming the Dow today, interestingly. And so we're watching that closely. We've got the oil up 256, turned around here in the midpoint of the afternoon, 81.37. But again, I am not one that believes oil is in any way in short supply. I don't believe that there's a crisis in oil energy, not for North America anyway. And so this West Texas pricing that we see here, uh, 81.37. I don't know if this is sustainable, but the dreamers out there, the speculators and the oil guys, they want oil to go to 100. They want to cash in some big money, and they're trying to scare or convince investors or convince speculators because we're going to have a cold winter this year. We might, perhaps. Yeah, right. A cold winter, oil goes to 100 a barrel. I don't think so. I don't. I just don't think so. The other thing I'm noticing too is that we're not firing on all cylinders on the economy. So without us firing on all cylinders on the economy, oil usage is not going to be at record highs. I don't see a lot of people planning long road trips this winter. We don't drive in the winter for long road trips. We might fly, but we're not going to drive. So timing is kind of lousy for oil to really go anywhere. It would have had this summer would have been the summer, you know, recovering from the COVID and everything else. Didn't happen. Our numbers are down on COVID, but the next wave came, and there's just too many uncertainties. And with so many people not vaxing, we're not going to fire on 8 cylinders, which means the economy will not go red hot, which means oil cannot go to 100 a barrel. Just that simple. Okay, stocks we like to follow. Rocket Lab, 1554 is the price right now, down 19 cents on the day. Volume of 1.6 million shares. The high of the day was the opening. Right off the get-go, 1612 was where we got to. Went down to the 15 something range, looks like 1560 range or so, 1550 range, about a half an hour into the day, came back to 16, and then we hit the low 1540 around 130, 145 when the Dow hit the low of the day. And now we're meandering back a little. We're at 1555 down 19 cents. You know, the range of 1540 for the low and 1612 for the high, 72-cent range, nothing great. So the stock is not doing badly. It's not doing great. It's kind of holding most of the gains from the last couple of days. We'll take that. SoFi, 22.54. We're down 75 cents here. The low of the day, 22.24, 30 cents lower than this, around 130 today. The high of the day was on the opening. We got as high as 23.22. We've traded 16.7 million shares. 22.54 down 75 cents is where we're at. The wonder was, would we have a down day today because these warrants are going to be redeemed and all kinds of shares will flood the market. Not going to happen. Um, and what about next week? Earnings come out on the 10th of November. This is the 5th. So in 5 days, what is it, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we find out how they're doing. Will the shares go down because of earnings? Will they go up because of earnings? What about the bank thing in the meantime, the bank chart? So many questions. The stock is $22.53. It's doing great. It's doing great. It was $14, $15 a couple months ago. It's $22.53. Beautiful. We're doing super. GameStop, 210.94. We're down 6.90. We've had a couple of ways. We were high. The highest price was right on the opening. We were at 220 this morning. We dropped to 209 around 11 o'clock. We recovered back into this 215 range around 12:30, right until about 2 o'clock. We were still around 214.90, 215. Now we're down to 210.95 and falling. 1.4 million volume. No serious volume here. That means to me the shares could go back to 210 this afternoon or lower. We might be lower than 209. The way it's looking now. Am I guaranteeing it's going to close down? No, but the way it's reacting with the volume being weak on a Friday afternoon, I'm not excited. I don't see 220 in our future. I see 205 in our future, but we'll see. Those of you who have sold options contracts on GameStop, you're doing okay. Stock is coming your direction, and all those calls that you wrote earlier this week, especially those 230s, 240s, 250s, 275s, the 300s you wrote, all are backing off, and the stock is coming your direction. Matterport, 2204. We're up $1.72 on Matterport. The high today, 22.87, so that's 83 cents higher than where we are right now. That was around 11 this morning, roughly. We're now at 2203, up 171. Great day, 5.8 million shares. Great recovery from a couple of days of selling. No problem at all. Matterport's doing fine. ME, 23andMe. High of the day, 1333. Right now, 1306. So we're 27 cents below the high of the day. The low was the opening. Few minutes into the opening, 1260 is how low we got. Didn't last there very long, and so we've gone from 1260 to 1333, now 1305 on 2.5 million shares on 23andMe. Looks great. It's going to keep on going higher. The stock has been it's just being accumulated, I think, by institutional investors, and it's being tucked away. The stock's going for these shares that are being bought now will come back at 40, 50, 60 bucks a share. Maybe. This thing is going to just keep rolling. It's looking good. Spire. What the heck is with Spire? Down 30 cents to 567. The low, 540. That was last week, was the low. We were this morning on the opening at 604 and could not hold $6 at all. Dropped at the low around 11 o'clock, around 570. Then we came back into the 575 range, 580 range. Then hit the low of 565 just a little while ago. We're 567. Meandering along here, 1 million shares traded. How a stock can be this weak on a Dow 210-point Dow day on the upside, S&P up, NASDAQ up, oil is up, everything's rolling. You tell me. I think I know what the answer is. I think you know I know what the answer is. I think I know you know I know what the answer is. We all know what the answer is. It's being held down. It's being squashed, and it's artificially being squished here. Sooner or later, these guys have to be taken out. I don't know who's going to do it. Does anyone out there have the power to buy 10 million shares like that? Because that would move it to 20 bucks. That's all it would take. Just, anybody? Hello? Anybody? I don't know. We'll see. ATIP, 310.5 cents, up 1.5 cents today. Volume 1.25 million. It's actually higher than normal. The low of 297. That was 11 o'clock this morning. The high 315, and right now 310. So we're up a tad on 1.25 million. They had a great announcement yesterday. There's some real potential here, but the stock hasn't made the run yet. It hasn't started. We're looking for a CEO that's going to take control of this company, take control of management, take control of the messaging of this company, who's going to revamp the investor relations department, someone who's going to get in front of a camera and go, we are a great company. We're going to do fantastic things. We have plans. We're doing deals. We're going to grow. stock will just follow this person. The stock will follow. Just lead. It needs a leader. I'm waiting for this company to appoint a leader. How long do we have to wait? Come on, you guys. It's time. Smart Rent, 12.74, down 36 cents. We started with a bang today. It looked great. We were up to 13.54 on Smart Rent. The all-time high on Smart Rent is 15.14. We were at 13.54 today. That lasted about 45 minutes, and then we backed off. We went negative, and we're now as a low of 12.74. We're right there. We're at 12.75 right now on 639,000 shares. Mind you, I will say that it's had a fairly good month. It had a good run, but it has backed off a bit. The shares did touch $14.54 a couple of days ago on Wednesday. So we got really close to the all-time high. I have a feeling that what we're doing here is just consolidating a little lower. We're going to gather up and then going to take another run higher because Smart Rent is a winner, absolutely corporate winner, and I like what I see here. But today is what it is, and we're down 31 cents. Sextera, what's going on here? We're up 3 cents. We're up to 10.03, up 13 cents. 10.03, up 13 cents on 249,000. We were as low as 9.87 this morning, and that was around 11. And then we took a shot up, and we're over 10. We haven't been over 10 in a while. It's kind of nice to see that. This is the last month on Sextera. This is not a bad chart. The low on this chart at the beginning of around the 5th of October, 6th of October, about 860. And so from 860 to 1006 since early October, and no news, like no corporate anything. And look at that chart. That's pretty good. Not heavy volume. It's just been steadily coming on and coming on, little pennies a day, pennies a day. Something's going on with Sextera. AMC up $1.20 to 41.25. The volume 35 million. That is 65 million light. This has to trade 100 million a day to really get going, and you're not going to get this stock moving with how many shares are out there. With 35 million shares volume a day, that's just not good enough. So AMC it's up $1.23. I'll give you that. But boy, we've been higher this week than this. We've been 44, 45 this week. Robinhood down 22 cents to 36.85. Vanek Vectors today alone hit a high of 299.74. It almost hit 300. It's right now 296.80. It's had a good week. This is the week on Vanek. Look at that. Nice run. We were as low on the first of the month. We were down to 274. Now at 296. $22. Nice week on Vanek. Those computer stocks, computer chip makers, looking good. Home Depot down 307 to 369. IBM up 245 today. This is sort of near the high. IBM. It's up 245 a share at 123.30. So it is near the high today, 123.77. Kendall has been, or Kendall now is trading on its own. Dow Jones up 216 points. S&P up 16. Nasdaq up 13. They are lagging the Dow. The Dow seems to be coming on a little bit right now. Coming into the last, 47 minutes of the day. Microsoft down 59 cents. It's been an okay week. It's gone from about a low of about 327 to 335. Here it is here, about an $8 run this week. The last month, even better looking, from 300 range up to this 335 range. Looks all right. Apple, it's down 3 cents. It's a nothing burger today. Look at the last month on Apple. Look at that. It had a good pop up here, and then it's been flatlining ever since. Had a little shot here, but flatlining right around this 150, 51 level on Apple. Let's see what happens with it next week. Tesla down $6 to $1,223. Bed Bath & Beyond up $1.90 to $22.07. BlackBerry down 9 cents. Royal Caribbean, can't figure it out today. We're up $8, $8.04 on Royal Caribbean. This is the week on Royal Caribbean, right here, from 87 all the way up here to 96.78. It isn't worth $30 a share, but it's traded at, people are like, so I think this pill, there's rumor, the rumor is that the reason the stock is up because there's this pill that Pfizer has, or whoever it is, Johnson Johnson, and if you take the pill for the virus, the chances are you won't end up in the hospital. It's kind of like getting a shot, it's like, and I guess people are going, oh, this is the savior of the cruise lines. I don't know. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. But it is up. $7.99 a share, whatever. I think it's a great opportunity to buy puts on this thing right now. 96, great time to buy puts. But that's just me. Goldman Sachs is absolutely unchanged. It has now down 3 cents. It was just 0.0000 a moment ago. 408 a share, trading at 6.7 times earnings. It should be at 700 a share. That's what it's worth. It's trading 6.7 times earnings. 408 a share. What a bargain available for you if you want to take a shot on that one. Buy contracts, long out contracts. I think you'll do very well. Okay, there it is. Rocket Lab down 15. SoFi 22.59 down 70. GameStop 211.17 down 6.67. Matterport at $22 up 168. ME up 12 cents, 12.99. Spire down 28 cents at 5.69. ATIP at 3.10 up 1 penny. Smart Rent down 26. Terra up 14 cents to 10.04. That's where we are coming into the last 44 minutes or so as we get ready to close out the week. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you for your support and thumbs ups on this show and this channel. Thank you for that. We love it. Vilbus is saying, I bought back my $185 call options on GameStop for $28.90. I turned around. I wrote a February 18 $220 call contract for $38. So you brought in $9 a share more in cash now, and you lifted your exercise price from $185 to $220, a $35 bump in the stock exercise. So that's $3,500 for one contract in that sense, and $900 in cash. That's a $4,400 improvement in wealth. Nice going. Now, look, if the stock wants to sit here at 210, 211, if it drops to 200 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, drops $11 from here, that $38 contract is going to be 33, 32. If the stock goes to 195 in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, this contract will be under 30. It'll be probably $28, $27. And there you go. You buy that back and keep that $900 for yourself, and now write a new contract closer in, whatever you like. So yes, you're on the right track here. Well done, Vilbus. You are figuring out how to do this, and I'm glad that you're working it. Well done. And I had to go further out than I really wanted to, but I'll take it. Of course, the moment I bought mine back, it went down a couple of bucks. Yeah, but you got the couple of dollars on this new one, so that's all right. Rob, you're still in the game with more cash too, buddy. Way to go. Spire keeps making me buy more on the dips as drops. Vilbus, yep, and the best part is I can relax for the rest of the day now. Laugh out loud. Hands back here, just relax, cross your legs, and just watch the show. Just watch the show. No pressure. GameStop is 211 down 684, and you're going, okay, you want to go higher? Take me out. I dare you. I dare you to take me out at 220. Come on, come get me. Nice going. Rob, yep, have a drink and unwind. You got time on your side now. Good afternoon, all, from Joe of Hellville. Feniville, Vilbus, well done, well done. Making sure to fully explain how this works to the wife as well, haha. Well, it's a smart move. You have 4,400 reasons to be happier. 4,400 reasons on the upside for you today. Not a bad day's work. If it's just one contract, well done. Let's see. If we acquire enough shares, we can make Bruce CEO of this thing. Why don't we just buy all the Spire stock that's out there, and we'll just make Bruce CEO, or we'll make Bruce CEO of ATIP. How about that? Andy, what made Smart start dipping yesterday? It was chugging along nicely. What happened? Good question. Vilbus, I did very similar, says Great Gig, but I sold the new one for the same price I bought back the first one. So now I need it to expire worthless just to break even. Well, again, Great Gig, you're not done yet, because you can still do future rollovers beyond this. So just don't worry about it. Of course, don't forget your stock is up. you're actually ahead. Your account is more valuable because your stock's at 211 versus 180. You're richer. Don't forget that part of it. All right, howdy y'all. Yippee Ki says 100 number. I'm thumbs up number 104. I'm just checking in. We have 134 thumbs ups going on this show right now, and I want to say thank you for this support of these 134 thumbs ups. If you could kindly, please hit that thumbs up button right now. Tell YouTube to send a whole bunch of people over here to watch how we close the week out on our favorite stocks. The more thumbs ups we get, the more people that will be referred here by YouTube, and they'll figure out what we're up to, and they might go, hey, we should be writing options too. What are these guys doing? How come they're having all the fun? We're up to 160 thumbs ups, and they're piling in right now. Thank you, everybody. Keep them coming. Nancy Vilbus, you gave me hope for my GameStop November 19, 190s. Good show. Andy, I was watching the stock at the time. Looked like shorting or bids getting hit was a volume off of like 400 that dropped the stock 20 cents instantly. Then a little more selling came in. Cheddar Stacks is talking about. Cheddar, I didn't pay attention after that. I was commenting in the channel. I said Aaron was shorting it. Drops. Feel sorry for people holding Zillow. Watch Redfin follow. Oh, man. Drops. I bet Smart goes back down to $12. Smart Rent. Well, where are we at right now? $12.88. Haven't done it. Didn't go to $12. Larry, good afternoon. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Fenneville. Nancy, just buy it back when GameStop hits below 200. Don't let it linger to that day. The week from November 19, November 26 is rumored to be the jump due to the quarter roll. Well, it's well on the way. Drop. Let's see. Vilbus. Great. I thought about doing the same, but I thought I'd go grab some more cash while it's sitting up here in case it dips real soon. Exactly. I would take the money. You take the extra cash. 211.77 on the stock. I like your strategy here. You're sitting on higher contracts, more cash. Yeah, I like the building up the powder. Yabi, $10 donation. Thank you. Hey, Uncle Bruce, what's your thought about BSKY moving with RKLB? Also, any concerns with SoFi dropping after earnings? Thanks for all your knowledge you've dropped over these months. BKSY, I don't know who they are. I don't know what they do. Rocket Lab is, its own machine. I think it's a winner chicken dinner on Rocket Lab. We're only down 11 cents on the day, so I'm hardly worried about that. SoFi, I don't know if it'll drop after earnings. It didn't drop very much today. The thinking today was this thing was going to take a tumble. Did not happen. Only down 75 cents. I mean, geez. The earnings, you know what? We might actually go up. I mean, if this company comes out with a huge growth number of new clients, and they're raising this additional new capital, they're this close to the bank charter, stock might be 25, 26 next week. I don't know if it'll be a downer at all. Today's a snoozer, says Cheddar Stacks. Paul, everyone was excited in the markets this morning. Now it looks like people are having their happy hour early, laughing out loud. Larry's saying hi there, anti-PC. Delahood, Aspire hasn't been discovered yet. I guess I must just wait and have patience. It's a bit like 23andMe. Yeah, it just hasn't been fully discovered yet, I believe, too. And I'm waiting for just one thing to happen for that stock to take off. Either a casual comment by a hedge fund manager who says, well, I like the Spire deal, just like that. Or someone like a Kramer who says, certain stocks are being held down by hedge funds. Here's one right here, Spire. The Reddit crowd going nuts this weekend. If the Reddit crowd wakes up to the fact that Spire is being held down artificially when the markets are up, 200 points. But hey, I don't know. Something will click eventually, and this thing will go. Drops, Andy, if you look at Smart Rent, October 29th file, you'll see why it ran up. Nancy says, thanks, Fenville. Rob, 65 thumbs ups. 216 watching. Let's go. Let's go. He's doing the Tom Brady impersonation. We do have 180 thumbs ups right now. They have been coming in, and thank you. Hit the thumbs up for us. Get us to 200 as quick as possible, everybody. That would be terrific. Get some momentum behind the show here. Cheddar, I thought today would have been wild considering how the week started and went, but that's the market for you. Always opposite of what you think. Andy says, I like the sunflower. Rob, buy against yourself, Cheddar, or bet against yourself, right? I'll stick with the horse paste of whatever. I don't know what that means. TLDR drops from it. I don't know what that means. Merck's makes the pill, and they hit a high of 90, then drop $9. Wow. Bruce, how about buying Spire calls for February 2022? 750 Spire calls. I have some, but I would like more. Spire 750s. Yeah, they're out there. They're further out there, and time wise, you're good because the stock can between now and then definitely do more than that. So yeah, cool. 569 last trade, Uncle Bruce. So those 2150 SoFi covered calls I sold for a premium are in the money, and they expired today. Little advice: should I buy them back for a loss and wait for a pop next week, or just let them expire and see what happens? Okay, so they're in the money, right? 2150 SoFi. You're saying SoFi, right? And the stock is right now 2246. So you got to buy it back. You're going to have to buy them back. The question is, if the stock backs off here in this next 20, 30 minutes, we're at 2245 on the stock. If the shares want to go down to 22, you'll buy them at around 50, 60, 70 cents. You could theoretically do that and then wait on Monday and see if the stock has a pop during the day on Monday, Tuesday, then maybe think of writing new ones. Wait for the earnings, see if the stock has a pop or not. Write new ones. It's up to you. If you think the stock's going to go lower because of the earnings coming out, well, then you want to buy these back now because you're expiring today, from what I can understand here, and write new contracts that expire next Friday or next month or whatever. And then see if there's a dip. Anyway, there you go. There you go, Vilbus. Just show your wife this clip. There you go. You know what to do now. Uncle Bruce, you may have mentioned before, so sorry if this is a re-ask. Is Spire being held at all like how GameStop was being held down? Not to bankrupt it like GameStop being new, but so just to make dollars on pennies. That's a good point. That is a good point, because remember, before we met, all of you, and we got together here back in January, last year at this time, November, and even last summer, a year ago, the shares of GameStop were between $2 and $5 a share. And there were 70 something million shorted and only 70 odd million, not even that, 50 odd million free trading. And the guys who were short the stock wouldn't buy it back. I mean, they weren't buying the stock back. And the thinking was, well, how much lower can it go? And with the virus just having come out and shopping malls being closed and everything being shut down, the thinking was, oh gosh, GameStop's going to go bankrupt and they're going to go into receivership, and we don't have to ever buy our stock back, and we'll take the last $3-4 a share and say thank you. Didn't happen, did it? In this case here, this company isn't going bankrupt. There's no chance of Spire going bankrupt. They're sitting on a bunch of cash. They're signing contracts left, right, and center with all kinds of agencies running all these satellites that they have going here. They're not going back up. These guys are going to make all kinds of money. I'm wondering if Spire stays down here much longer. Is it a takeover target? Will somebody try to take it over? I mean, hey, why wouldn't an outsider with some deep pockets take a run at this thing down here at $5.70 a share? This is so cheap. Do they have $2-3 a share in cash in the bank? I mean, hey, why would this thing not be acquired? I kind of wonder if a Ryan Cohen type individual out there is watching what's happening on Spire and is sitting there going, I could move in there and buy up tens of millions of shares up to $6, $7, $8. I could get myself 12, 15, 20% of this company. I'd be the single largest shareholder. I could take over the board of directors. I could make all kinds of things happen. I mean, hey, so yeah, maybe it is being held down here, but I don't know for how long. And I'm wondering, if I were a Ryan Cohen kind of guy and I had that kind of cash, that kind of buying power, and I buy up millions of shares because these guys are trying to hold it down, I make them short to me millions of shares down here to, try to hold it down against my buying power. And I get up to like 15, 20% ownership, and I declare to the SEC that I want to join the board of directors. I want to become, I'm an insider of the company now, and I'm going to help direct the company. These shorters will now be caught with their pants down. They're going to try to get out of their position to try to buy back their stock. Problem is, by the time they start buying, it's $8.50 to $9, And by the time they get half their stock bought back, it's 15, and they get the other half bought back, it's 30. Oops, that could happen on Spire. Yeah, sure could. But anyway, I speculate. Nick wrote a Matterport covered call, 22.5 strike, November 19. Is that a good move? November 19, so that's in 14 days, 2 weeks. 2250 strike. That's, well, I don't know if you got very much on it, but interesting, right? If you're wrong and the stock goes higher on you from here, you can always roll over into 25. So you can always do that, pick off maybe December's or January's. Let's see what happens, my friend. Nick, you never know. Too long, didn't read, says Farragut. Thanks, Uncle B, says Vilbus. You got it, man. I barely know what laugh out loud is, says Drops. Says Farragut. No, says Drops. Dr. Walter Bishop sold my ME today and rolled profits into Spire. Selling my winners this year has proved profitable. There you go. 1301 on ME, up 14 cents. Spire, 571. It's a little better. We got as low as 565. We have 30 minutes to go. Noticing that ATIP is at 312, up 3 cents, the low of 297. A little better. Not sure. Smart Rent up 2 cents. We've come on here. We were down at 12.74. We're now 13.11, up 2 pennies on the day. Smart Rent's coming up. Sextera's at 10.04, up 15 cents. So a little better markets there. Matterport 22.17, up 185. GameStop still down 6.28, 211.56. SoFi 22.58, down 72 cents. Rocket Lab only down 12 cents. Some funky volume and spreads on Smart Rent here. Thumbs up, says KW. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate those thumbs ups. Absolutely do. Let's see here. Vernon says, I'm number 135. Debbie says, I'm number 144. Nick, I wrote 20 options. Right on, man. Way to go. Good lesson to learn early, Joe. Kent, is March far enough out to buy a call on Goldman? If I want to write calls against it, poor man covered call option, can buy March 375s at $45. What do you think about this? Let's see. Let's take a look at Goldman right now. It's at 407, right? And if you're buying the 375s for $45, you're paying about $420 on the stock. So you're paying a bit of a premium on the stock contract. You might want to look at 370s or 365s. They may not be so expensive. They'll cost you more, but there won't be as much premium maybe. But yeah, sure. March far enough out to write poor man covered calls. In the meantime, sure, you can write calls for next week or the week after or the week after that for 410, 15, 420. Start taking in some premium money against these calls. You bet. Not a bad idea, Kent. Zillow dropped because of its business model, nothing to do with Redfin or XP or Open Door. They were buying houses and they were losing money on buying houses. Guys who supposedly know what these prices are all about. I'm amazed at how badly they did on that. Adam, I thought the name Cheddar Stacks was somewhat cliche. I had no idea there was an actual product by Lay's. I figured you had stacks of dollars or something like that. Laugh out loud. Just peep the picture right there. Kiwi, let's start a rumor that the woman who left GameStop will be the new CEO at ATIP. Why don't we just do that? And that'll get the market going. I got a few stocks, says Cheddar Stacks. Thomas, Uncle Bruce, could you tell your followers to send me $50? I would take those, $4.5 million to buy Spire. Okay, so just let them know. Time is ticking, says the Cred Savage, and I have half an hour to either buy back the covered calls or let them expire. Well, again, they'll expire, but you'll be exercised, and I don't think you should be exercised. That's a bad move. You're going to get hit with fees, expiry fees, and you may not have your access to your money for a couple of days. I wouldn't play that game. I would buy these back, close out the position, and be done with it. Smart Rent is popping, they say. Smart Rent is popping. Well, 1309. Yeah, it is unchanged at the moment. Happy Friday, everybody, says Hector. You betcha, Hector. Cheddar, put 500 in the market before the GameStop squeeze. Up to 6,300 in my trading account and over 10 grand in my no touchy account. Not bad for a year's time, huh? Little Cheddar Stacks. Yabi, thank you for becoming a new member. Beautiful. Love how many have joined us today. This is great. How come my name is the only one I can mention? Jeez. Drew, welcome, Yabi. Did you mention pooping? I bought my 2022 $8 Spire calls. I bought my May 2022 $8 Spire calls. What? Oh, I see. Because the stock's 571, you got $8 call contracts, and you got them at the. Did you get them at like a stink bid price? Way to go, John Jepson. I'm the number 197, 198 for you, buddy. Thumbs ups for you. Thank you so much. We're approaching 200 thumbs ups right now. We're at 235. They're coming in. Hallow Smith, yeah, made a morning SoFi play, expecting to make a quick turnaround, but didn't dip much, so I bought back, made a quick $6. Eric would laugh aloud, I guess both. Cheddar, don't you like how much Merck ran this week, and then Pfizer comes out with that news today? Again, I don't follow the drug stocks actually, so I don't know where they're at. I was like, why is Merck just running? BKSY is Black Sky, a satellite company that is doing a multi-launch with Rocket Lab next 2 weeks. It's a SPAC. Interesting, Yabi. Rivian plans to sell a portion of a $60 billion IPO. $60 billion directly to SoFi users, and there's an Amazon component to this too. SoFi gonna fly. Well, we'll see what happens there. Yeah, but SoFi has been printing since Uncle Bruce's call, so I'm just excited for all the news coming out and hope it keeps going. It is 22.60 right now, down 69 cents. Rocket Lab down 13. GameStop down 5.27. We got 25 minutes to go. Matterport 22.26 up 194. ME up 19 cents to 13.06. Spire 571 down 26. ATIP 312 up 3. Smart Rent 318 up 9 cents. Going up again. Sextera up 14 cents to 10.04. The Savior's wondering how much higher could NVDA go. Fendeville, Uncle Bruce, I'm not Ryan Cohen, but this week I somehow got about 70,000 cash. Should I cash secure put on GameStop or SoFi for weekly plays? I like to buy more GameStop, leaning that direction. Well, GameStop's had a good run. Maybe you may want to watch how GameStop starts the week. Over on SoFi, earnings are coming out. You may want to watch for that. But then again, if you go out far enough, you go way out far enough, and even if you're, out of the money on GameStop puts, the premiums could be very, very juicy. So that might be your direction. BW, sorry folks, I took up time with my ask. What is that? And blocked trading questions in Power Hour. Humbly ask for your forgiveness. I have no idea what's going on there. Moonman Moo. Okay. Dave, come on, man. Apple shakes fist angrily. Come on, Apple. BW sold some January 21st, 2022, $25 covered call or call contracts. Okay. I sold some to January 21, $25 calls. The ask was $225, and I put in a stink bid for 15 cents, a stink offer for 15 cents higher, 240, and they sold. There you go. So you wrote some January 22 $25 calls for 240 right on. Now I'm assuming this is on what? SoFi, Matterport? I don't know. BW Matterport right on Matterport. Yippee-ki-yay 2222 on Matterport. Nice. Yeah, but I think NVIDIA will keep going, and I wish I bought more when I did. It split because it'll go back to 600 soon. Okay. Auntie is laughing. Nelson 237. Bruce, slow down, man. Thumbs 241 now. Yahoo! Farragon Rocket Labs Black Sky rocket nose cone is pretty, very bullish. Nick, question: writing covered calls on Matterport December 17 would have been the best thing to do instead of November 19. What do you think? No, not necessarily. Going 14 days out, only 10 trading days. You're putting them out there. The stock's 22.26. Stock stays around here under 23. Let's see what happens. You've got time to make adjustments. You've got a contract that's going to depreciate here. Let's see what it wants to do. You wrote those November 19s. What was it? What were they? 2250s. So 130, 140 range. Hey. There's depreciation coming here. There's definitely degradation coming. Look, if the shares on Monday open at 21.50 in the first hour, they back off a little bit. these contracts will back off to 80 cents. I mean, right there, you've got a profit already. Let's just see what happens. Each day that goes by around this level with the stock at 22.20, these contracts are going to lose a dime a day, 12 cents a day, every day. Cheddar, let's go. I'm green candle sticking into the close. ME Cheddar stocks. Yes, you heard it right. Billion, says Drops. Anti-PC, go smart, Rent. Cheddar, but you can say it softly. Fenville, what a coincidence. I'm also not Ryan Cohen. That's interesting. 313 on ATIP. 312. Smart Rent, 316. Up 7. ME 1309. Matterport, 2226. Okay. David, my old man, angry fish shaking worked. Apple is up. There you go. To clarify on SoFi, Rivian plans to sell 135 million Class A shares in its IPO, meaning 675,000 shares will be allocated to SoFi users. Interesting stuff. A lot of people are waiting on that Rivian IPO, bullish for SoFi. Howdy, says Carter Cole. How you doing, man? David, hey, Uncle Bruce, why are Matterport calls expiring today out of the money? Still trading at 65, 25, 10 cents for 25, 30, 35. Right till the last minute they'll trade, but the bids could be really backing off here. Stink bids for the win. I have 20 February 18, 2022 Spire. I'm up 22%, and my $10 calls are down 15%. Stink bids for the win. Okay. Rob, have a great weekend, Bruce and gang. Thank you, Rob. Erico, trivia tonight, anybody? Yes, 7 o'clock tonight. Trivia. We're live. Trivia tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time on this channel for members and on Traveling with Bruce for members. You betcha. Join me tonight, 7 o'clock for trivia. If you dare, Zach, between two covered calls on SoFi and one for Spire that I wrote this week, I took in about 85 cents after fees and buybacks that I didn't need to do. So happy to take these first steps. Right on, Zach. Way to go, man. Dave just picked up 500 shares of Spire to round out the week. Spire 573, down 24 cents. ATIP 312.5. 31 cent gain on ME 1318. Matterport 2222, climbing again, up 190. GameStop down 483 to 213.01. SoFi down 66 to 2264. Rocket Lab down 20 to 1554. Right up. Emmanuel up 23% with all the spaces. 23% of the spaces. Thanks, Uncle B. Or all the SPACs. I'm not sure what that means, but 23%. I know what that means. That's good. That's a good thing. That's great. Way to go, man. Fantastic, Manuel. Keep it going, buddy. Well done. Let's go. I'll have to get back to that a little later on. What else is going on here? Thank you everybody for being here. And let's see what's going on. Thank you for the 260 thumbs ups and counting, everybody. Thank you. 18 minutes to go. Aspire at $79 will make me happy. Okay. Keep it up. Zach says Cheddar's Tax. Zach Attack. Bernie. Tio Whisper. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for being with me. Matterport 2218 up 186. ME at 1325 up 38. Spire 572. We're down a quarter. ATIP up 3 cents to 312. And we're down 471 on GameStop. 213.13 right now. The Dow is still holding a gain of 209 points. S&P up 17. NASDAQ up 30. Oil at 81.54. It's really hovering around 79, 80, 81 right now on oil. James Gunn, Uncle Bruce question. I have a bunch of 1750 January calls for SoFi. If I decide to exercise a few, would I be buying the shares at a $17.50 per share cost from the seller? Yes, you would. You would be buying them at $17.50. Of course, you'll end up paying whatever you paid for the contracts plus the $17.50, or you can sell the contracts in the market. Use that money to buy the shares or whatever. You have to decide which way is the best economic way to go. Now, you may run into commission expenses exercising options. They might charge you an exercise fee of so much a contract. You really got to look into this. I do not recommend exercising options. I recommend selling them for the premium price and then just utilize the cash plus whatever other cash you want to buy the stock with. Then buy up the stock and start writing options. Up to you, though. Okay, 23andMe is testing the high, they say. 1326, the high today, 1333. We're getting up there. We're up 39 cents on 2.7 million shares. Nice little a little surge coming in on that stock right now, 1326. All right, JG. Hey, Uncle Bruce, thank you for teaching us how to fish and make money. Which of your former SPACs do you suggest buying 100 shares of to write more options? Which one? Well, it's up to you. I mean, SoFi and Matterport are now in that range to write options on. They're above $20. The next one to get there looks like will be Rocket Lab. It's 1554. It's getting closer. But ME will be hitting 20 in the not too distant future. And Smart Rent, I have no idea. That stock could climb $2 a day for 5 days in a row and be right into the 20s at any time. Anyway, Laffel, I know you like that save. Okay, Roach on a Tree. James Gunn, Laffel, I am predicting, he says, just sell them. But yes, you would be buying them at the strike plus any brokerage fees if you exercise them. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why you want to do that. Can we get a Bruce beer bong for the close? Auntie, how is that Smart Rent? How is it that Smart Rent keeps going up and the ask is going down? I don't understand. For a zoomed out of ME's chart, I like the trend on this ME. John, Uncle Bruce, you would probably have more thumbs ups if you straightened that damn lampshade behind you. What lamp? What lampshade are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing there. Very good. I am too proud of our little VGAC. It's all growed up. Laughing out loud, John. There's no lampshade back there. No. Now, if you guys want to send me a couple $100 of super chats, I'll straighten the lamp out for you. But otherwise, I'm not getting off this chair. I'm too tired. You got to pay me to get up. What a arrogant YouTube creator I've become. I Friday afternoon. What attitude is that? What a guy. SoFi 2265 down 64. GameStop 213.29 down 455. Andy, ever since the Smart Rent price target was announced, I bought contracts and I've asked the craziest bid versus ask ever. Contracts have been swinging $50 to $100 at a time sometimes. John Gill, there is no lamp. See, John knows. Cheddar, I've watched crazy bid ask action. It's so thinly traded. Delahoda is laughing out loud. Drops. It's 1984 with the lamp. There's what lamp? There's no lamp. Roach, get all nostalgic hearing the old SPAC names. Delahoda, blue or red pill? Flesh infection. Does anyone remember when we paid Bruce to play Yoko on vinyl? $1,000, $1,000. It cost you $1,000 and you paid it. It's incredible. Drops. There's no lamp. How many fingers am I holding up? How many Yokos am I holding up? There's no Yoko here. Oh my gosh. We're up 221 on the Dow. Very good day today. Going to be a record high close for the Dow. S&P and NASDAQ, no matter where they close, record high close today with 13 minutes to go. We're up 19 on S&P and we're up 33 on the NASDAQ. Yeah, record high close. Cheddar, I just love the lamp for crying out loud. Dave, CYXT printing over $10. Yes, it is. It's incredible. It's 10:03. It's been like this for hours. It's amazing. 1347 on Smart Rent, up 36 cents. Have you noticed that? On your Smart Rent, up 36 cents, 1345. Coming into the high today here, 1.1 million. Is that 1.1 million volume? 1.1 million volume. Hello. Smart Rent, next one to go to 20. ATIP 312, Spires 573. Andy, yes, finally it grabbed. Geez, that took forever. Dustin, Bruce, lamp and patience given, $20. Here's $20 to straighten that lamp out. I need $200. I need $200 to straighten that lamp. Rule number 1, never talk about the lamp. Rule number 2, never talk about the lamp. Now trying to sell one, Andy. That's the real game. Love the end of the day run up on 23andMe. It is 1330, up 43 cents. It is climbing 3 cents from the high of the day, going higher. We love that too. What else is going up here? Matterport 2210 going higher. We got Smart Rent 1344 up 35 cents. Go baby go. I'm already sitting on SoFi shares, and the ability to add a few hundred more at 1750 price is really tempting. However, I've never exercised options before, just sold them. There you go. Yeah, don't exercise options. There's no lamp, but it'll cost you for me to fix it. That's right. I believe in what you're saying, but I don't trust you. I tried a chargeback on my Yoko donation. PayPal wouldn't let me. John, laughing my You Know What Off Best group channel on YouTube. Oh my God, I'm laughing. Yippee. I'm not sure what I just did. I sold to Open SoFi for $18. Sold to Open. Expires on November 26th. I have Fidelity Level 1, have pending $494. Is that money that easy? So you've written an $18 contract on SoFi? Is that what you just did? You're writing an $18 SoFi contract with the stock at 22.62. You didn't get a lot of premium on that. It's about $23, so you got like 30 cents. Yeah. So if the stock goes higher, you lose money. You'll have to buy them back at a higher price. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. My smart rent contracts are for 11.19 expiry 12.50s, and they went up to 260 on 11.3. Tried to sell, couldn't get it to fill. ME now 13.31, up 44 cents. This is pushing the high today again. And now we have smart rent of 13.45. This is pushing not quite the high today, 13.54. Interesting on smart rent here. Nice little bump. 6 at 10.04. ATIP up 3.5 cents to 3.12. Matterport 22.18. GameStop still down 4.86. ME testing that 1333 mark, break in through to the other side. Nancy, the lamp was straight this morning. What happens in that room once you sign off? What happened? What lamp? What room? Cheddar, that's what I just did. I was selling to close my highest call, and my goodness, I've been trying to do that for 2 days. Robert, I know this is a preference, but is it better to write calls that are long, like a year out, to get the high time cost, or is it better to write them 1 or 2 weeks out? Well, Robert, that's the thing. It depends on the stock and how active you are watching, how closely you're watching the stock, and how well you know the ranges. Because if you can write contracts that are 1 or 2 weeks out, you add it up 52 times, you make way more money than if you just write one-year contract. But you got work to do in the meantime. I have a lamp that seems to spin its shade, so the seam always shows. It drives me mad. Lamp, what lamp? Nancy, the image. I love lamp. Brick, are you just looking at things or saying you love them? Yes. Then the bid on mine just went down to 60. They're 12.50s. What the frick? ME 750 selling for 570 in January and April. Why the face? I'm not sure either. I need more classes. Yippee. It'll be easy if SoFi comes down much now between now and that date. Smart, nice. I'm almost green today. Kevin, Uncle Bruce, with the acquisition and infusion of new cash for ME, where do the ME should end up at? Where should it go? I mean, they bought a $400 million entity for 100 million cash and paper. They have 650 million more cash lying around. ME's going to go higher because they're going to acquire more assets that are going to be flowing cash their direction. This stock's going to $20-$30. It's going much higher, way higher. And I'm just talking, soon, long term. Oh my gosh. Oh dear, flesh infection, trying my first call contract. I'm trying my first call. I'm holding the smart rent calls until next week. This is, honestly, it's BS. Learning by doing, says Uncle Bruce. 10 contracts, 1,000 shares of SoFi calls at $10 strike for $12.80 premium. Break even $22.80 for the cost of $12,800 or 565 shares right now. Okay, what are you doing? What's going on? Uncle Bruce, 10 contracts of SoFi, $10 strike for $12.80. Yeah. Are you buying these for a cost of $12,800? Okay. You're paying $1,280 a contract. $12,800 is what you're paying to buy 10 calls of SoFi. 10 $10 calls of SoFi. That's correct, right? When do they expire? I'm not sure. Jan 21 for that SoFi. So they're expiring in January. You're paying $12.80 for 10s, so you're paying $22.80, and the stock's at $22.50. That's right. No premium. There's no premium there. Now, 565 shares right now. I'm confused on this one. Uh, here's my thing. I'm looking for my calculator. We got 6 minutes to go before we close for the day, everybody. Yeah, so you're using the equivalent of 565 shares to control 1,000 shares by way of buying 10 contracts that are way in the money for next January. That's what you're doing. Okay, that's right. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm trying to figure out, what are you asking me? Yes, that is correct. That is what you're doing. All right. Flash GPK, well, the way I see it, your best scenario is SoFi posts poor financial results, causing a dip a week before your calls expires, and you can buy it back and keep some premium. There's that. Oh my God, my ATIP is positive. I mean, it's $8, but let's see here. GameStop down 504, Matterport 2207, ME 1327 up 40 cents. Spire down 23 cents to 574. ATIP 312. Smart Rent 1359 up 50 cents. New high of the day on Smart Rent. 1.123 million shares. We are high of the day on Smart Rent right now. 6-0 1003. Dow's up 200 points. January 20th. Yeah, there we go. Flash. Madman, for what expiry? Thanks for some insight. Yes, sir. Buying SoFi calls expiring January 21, 2022, because you're going from 565 shares to 1,000 shares, right? You have 1,000 shares of leverage now for the same amount of money. I got it. I see what you're doing. Buy the stock, says DQ. Carter, he's saying buy stock or rent it. He's renting the stock. Smart rent. Smart Felix Unger, rent. Bought more SoFi, hoping it's a good decision. This stock is going to pop, says Cheryl. John William, my last minute, we're down to 4 minutes to go. My last minute $20 BB by Y call expiring today. Paid out enough for me to upgrade my heating system for the winter. Let's go. Andy, the bid ask on Smart is driving me crazy. Why what the hey? I don't know. It just is. It's such a thinly traded stock. 1360 last trade. High today 1360 right now on 1.126 million. It's unbelievable. It's so thinly traded. I'm amazed it traded a million shares. I mean, it did nothing for the first hour or two. Got as low as 1274. Now 1359. Smart Rent looking great. But like I said, it could go to $20 at any time. It was over 14 this week. This is still nowhere near the high of the week. What the hey? Why the hat? That's right. Why the hat? Matterport 2208. ME 1324. GameStop down 492. We've got 2.5 minutes to go until we close this week out. I'm buying calls and increasing the bid. It won't fill, and the contacts keep going up in value. This is crazy. I don't get it. I don't know Cheddar Stacks. What's going on there? I have no idea. SoFi 2253 down 76 cents. Rocket Lab down 24 cents to 1550. GameStop 213 down 484. Matterport up 173 to 2204. ME 1324. Spire 574. ATIP 312 up 3 cents. Smart Rent 1356 up 47 cents. Sextera 1004. There's the dealio. Where's the hot sauce? Sextera 1005. Is that right? I showing 1004. It touched 1006 actually. How about that? Farragon is smiling. A great gig Fenville, to me, that call was close enough that you need to run up really soon to be a better than just buying the stock. The Thea will kill it if it takes sweet time going up. John, Uncle Bruce, how long are you staying in California? Are you staying to travel somewhere else real soon? Nice, John. Larry, Titus, 2-minute warning. Guaranteed to be here till the end of the year. We're definitely in California until the end of December. We're trying to figure out what our next move is beyond that. We talk about it every couple of days, what our next moves are. We haven't decided fully yet. Nothing's been finalized. Smart Rent 1354 up 45 cents. Sextera 1003. ATIP 312 and a half. Spire 574. ME 1321 up 34 cents. Matterport up 172 to 2204. GameStop down 468 to 213. SoFi down 75 cents, 2254. Rocket Lab down 23 cents. Coming into the last minute, 1 minute, 10 seconds. Larry Titus getting all primed, getting ready to hit the bells. We're there, just about there. See what happens here. Smart rent, $13.50, up 41 cents. My, oh my, oh my. Down to 636 average on Spire, says Nicholas. Dave, I got a new book for the cold weekend. I Fell Off the Brooklyn Bridge by Eileen Dover. Congratulations. 1350 on Smart Rent, 1003 on Sextera, 312.5 on ATIP, 574 on Spire, 1320 on ME, Matterport 2204. GameStop down 445, 213.39. Not much else happening here. Thanks, family. Done. 10 contracts. SoFi calls for the break even at 2260. Let's rock and roll. There you go. Okay. Spire and going higher. SoFi. It is bum, whatever that means. John William, fun week. Have a great weekend. All going to go enjoy an NE IPA from Industrial Arts. Larry Titus is ringing the bells. It's all over. Larry, can you end trading with some Tibetan throat singing for a change? Carol of the Bells. It's so yesterday. Cowbell. Zach, happy Friday, gang. Got to get back to work again. See y'all next week for more money. Maybe tonight at Trivia 2. Thanks, Uncle B, for everything. You got it. We'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight for Trivia if you like. Orion, anyone notice ATIP is positive for the last few days? We've noticed 314 on ATIP, up a nickel. Smart Rent 1343, Sextera up to 1004, Spire 575, ME 1325, Matterport 2204. Larry, if I ever miss the bells, I'm either stuck deep in work meetings or I'm having a medical emergency. Either way, send help. John, if you're saying you have till the end of the year, be straight in that lamp. We're going to get that 13 plus print on ME. Laugh out loud, Larry. What lamp? There's no lamp. Where's John Williams? What was your profit today? Larry, did you ever get your bike back? Well, there you go. 1551 last trade on Rocket Lab, 2257 on SoFi. GameStop down 456 to 213.28. Matterport 2204, ME 1325 up 38. Spire 575, ATIP 314, Smart Rent 1343, Sextera 1004. AMC up 167 to 41.72. Robinhood down 6. Vanek Vectors, the SMH up 230 to 296.60. Home Depot down 372. IBM up 272. Dow Jones up 204. Microsoft down 38 cents. Apple up 54 to 151.28. Tesla down 780. Bed Bath Beyond up 240. BlackBerry up 11. Royal Caribbean up 792 to 96.65. Norwegian up 209. Carnival up 190. Goldman Sachs down $1 on the day. It started off with a gain, got up to 414 today. High of the day 414, but ended up at 407 at the end of it. That's the day on Goldman. Amazon up $42. Facebook up 528. Google up 11.16. Target ups down $6. JP Morgan down 23. Costco down 250. Walmart down $1. Cisco down a nickel. Nvidia down 49 cents. Walt Disney up 5.30. eBay down 71 cents. Twitter down 54. Royal Bank of Canada down 23 cents. American Airlines up 119 to 21.82. Netflix down $22 to 6.45. DraftKings down $1. Moderna down $47. DoorDash down $8. Airbnb up $23 to 201. That has been drifting. A month ago it was 165, 175. Had a bit of a shot here today on Airbnb. Yeah, what can I say? Those are some of our quotes, kids. That's what we've seen and done and hoyed and watched, and that's it. Our dog's name is ATIP. We love our dog. Scott Brewer, aren't you afraid of how big he'll get? You guys have a great weekend. Thanks, Uncle B, says Paul. Enjoy that California sun. See you on the flip side. You betcha, Paul. FS mediocre MTBR. I don't know what that means. Larry, DQ, it was not technically my bike that was stolen. It was a rental, but oddly enough, yes, the police did catch the guy. I mean, the idiot stole a bike that had a GPS built in it. Auntie Scott has nothing to worry about. DQ, Larry Titus, laugh out loud, brilliant. MNRA is killing me. Drops, Larry Titus, I bet you were laughing on that one. John Cheddar, BBY, and covered calls netted me 13 grand today. Gonna go upgrade my heating system. Thank you. Way to go, John Williams. Way to go, buddy. Nice going. 21.95 on Matterport, down 9 cents in the aftermarket. BW, yo, Uncle B, you may run into some relatives down in Palm Springs for the next couple of weeks while you and Jen are out and about. Down from Spokane. You'll know if you meet them. There you go. Michael, best week in a while. Thanks, Uncle B. Right on, Michael. I'm glad you had a good one. Thank you, all of you, for thumbs ups on this channel this week. Thank you, all of you this week. Those of you that made super chat donations and PayPal donations. Wow, you guys are awesome this week. Thank you. We have 293 thumbs ups going here. Thank you, everybody. If you're able to throw a couple of our way, that will get us over 300 very quickly. That would be terrific. Thank you so much. 296 now on the thumbs ups count. Here they come. Going to hit 300 here in just a moment. I'm sure of it. Thank you for that support for this YouTuber. 298 thumbs ups and counting. Way to go. Len says my first option trade brought bought 5 LCID calls for $550, sold 15 minutes later for $670. Easy, $568. Did I do something wrong? Uncle B, I wrote a Matterport call for $1.10 for November 19 expiry, $25. See how it goes. Have a great weekend. Right on, buddy. Right on. 314 thumbs ups. Here they come. They're coming in. Beautiful job, everybody, making money on options and writing calls. You betcha. Writing Matterports for $25. Yeah. The stock's 2204. Yeah. That's pretty good stuff. Good move. Thanks for knowing that abbreviation of PS was Palm Springs. I'd never curse at you. Chrome Punisher got my thumbs up in. I have a great weekend, man. Thank you, Chrome Punisher. You have a great weekend too, buddy. Thank you so much. There they are, 317 thumbs ups, and they're still coming. They're still coming. 319. Here comes some more. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming up. Thank you, everybody. Love it. And thanks, Uncle B. We'll be checking out another class this weekend. Cheers, says Mediocre. Larry Titus, thumbs ups, buddy. You got it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that a lot. Fantastic. Here we go. I just bought back, let's see, just bought back my 2250 SoFi call, says Ryan. That was a little stressful. Robert, I made my first dollar writing call options. Right on. DQ, if you stare long enough at the thing that looks like a lamp, you'll see a sailboat. See, that's not a lamp. Have a great weekend, everybody. Larry, I'll try to squeeze in some trivia tonight. I have a 7:40 p.m. movie. It's a dedication. Endless. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see some of you guys at 7 o'clock tonight for trivia tonight. Thank you, everybody, for the great week we had. Have a wonderful weekend. Try to join me for trivia tonight. Keep an eye open on this channel. We've got a video coming up later tonight that we've already recorded, looking to release that later. Looking forward to some one-on-ones this weekend. I got a few set up. We'll do those. And we'll see you on Monday morning at 8:30 in the morning for another week of fun. Let's see what's going on here. Casey, Bruce, get some rest. Have a great weekend. It's time to make like a baby and head out. Smooth wake. Thanks, Bruce, and have a great weekend. It's a schooner and not a sailboat. Aurora, have a great weekend, everybody. Uncle Bruce, everybody. Farragon, cheers. Clink, clink. Yippee-ki-yay. Y'all stay warm and safe this week and have fun. Thank you, Uncle Bruce and everybody. Have a great day, everybody. DQ, great day, everybody. Gets it. Roach on a tree gets it. Change your clocks. Don't forget to change your clocks. That's right. That's coming up for a bunch of us. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. Thank you for your support. We'll see you guys a little bit later. Thank you, Nelson, John, Ghost, Lamb Trivia. We'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight for trivia. Have a great weekend, simpletons. Drew. Thanks, Uncle Bruce, y'all. Bagel fam. See y'all some DQ Fenville. We'll have fun next week. Yes, we will. We'll have a whole bunch more. We'll make a bunch more money. I'll be on trivia for tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, and then we'll see you on Monday morning, guys. Thank you so much. You guys take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.